California Dream for All, 20% towards your down payment. Is this program too good to be true? In this video, I'm going to break down the pros, the cons, who qualifies, how much assistance you get, and information on what does it mean to have shared appreciation. Stay tuned. All right, Matt, the mortgage guy, residential mortgage broker, licensed in 45 states. Today's video, I'm going to talk to you specifically about a California program. I'm based in California, have done loans in California over the last 10 years. I've worked with CalFHA, who's the agency who's coming out with this program, California Dream for All. It launches March 27th, 2023. And I want to talk to you about the pros, the cons, and the real kicker, the fact that it's going to end really soon. Let's jump into it. All right, let's start with who qualifies, right? Because when any of these programs come out, there's going to be a lot of marketing out there. And I talked to somebody from CalFHA today who said, Matt, thank you for putting out good quality content that's factual and accurate, because there's a lot of information out there that's not accurate, right? So let's just talk about first who qualifies for this program in California. You must be a first-time home buyer. That's a requirement of the program. You have to use the CalFHA conventional first mortgage on this, which they'll have a specific like California Dream for All conventional first mortgage through CalFHA. You have to complete education and counseling for it. And then you have to fall within the income limits. I guess no better time than the present to show you what those limits are. But here's the income limits, which are really generous, right? Sacramento County, where I'm at, you can make up to $202,000 a year and still qualify. Riverside County, got a loan officer down there. That's $173,000. And as you can see, it's going to vary by county, all the way up to like these high balance counties like Santa Clara, Marin, where you could make $300,000 and still qualify for this program. So that's the income limits. And again, I'll have links to this down in the description below. And this is the thing that I think is the attention grabber for a lot of people, is that up to 20% of the purchase price or the appraised value, whichever is less, you can receive in assistance through this program. It's not assistance that doesn't have to be paid back, and it's not assistance that comes for free because you're going to have to share some of your appreciation, but it's up to 20%. So quick math, $500,000 purchase, the house appraises for $500,000, you could get $100,000 in assistance from CalFHA as part of this program. So here's the thing that a lot of people aren't blasting when they're doing marketing on this program. And I honestly think that it's one of the cons. There's plenty of pros, but you always have to weigh pros and cons of any program, is that you share your appreciation with California when you get this, shared appreciation loan from them. So put some numbers around it so it's easy. $500,000 purchase, you get your 20% from CalFHA, California Dream for All program. That's $100,000 in down payment. And then maybe you separately pay the closing costs and whatnot and get yourself into the home with a $400,000 loan. That $100,000 from CalFHA, one, has to be paid back when you go to refinance or sell, or for some reason you get to the end of the 30 years, not many people are going to get there. That's, you're going to have to pay not just back that $100,000, but 20% of whatever equity gain you have. So if you buy it for $500,000 and 8 years from now, you're looking to relocate or whatever, and you sell for $700,000, you owe them $100 plus 20%, which is how much they gave you, 20% of the purchase price of the appreciation. bought for 500, selling for 700, that's a $200,000 appreciation gain. So 40,000 is going to go back to them. You're going to owe 140,000 in that case. Not the worst thing in the world, but here's something I want to warn people against, because I worked very closely with Unison in 2020 and 2021. I was a preferred lender of theirs, able to refinance a lot of people who had an equity share agreement similar to this one with Unison. And the problem for them is there was a lot of rules and regulations around refinancing. We were one of the few lenders that actually did it. And even then it cut off and we couldn't do it after a certain point because lenders didn't want to refinance a first or have this first lien position when anybody else has any ownership stake besides the owner. So it's going to limit your ability to refinance in the future. And I think that with current rates higher than what we think we're going to have in 2024 and 2025, this is something that you want to consider, is that you're going to be in this. And if you're not in a position to pay off this shared appreciation loan, is what it is, when you go to refinance, you're probably not going to be able to. One thing I do want to go through, and I'll have notes as well on this. If you have income greater than 80% of the area median income, you're going to have, a 1-to-1 appreciation share, meaning they give you the 20%, they get 20% of whatever appreciation you have. If you happen to have below 80% of the area median income and you fall into the low to moderate income buyer pool, you're only going to have to pay them back at a 0.75 to 1 appreciation share, which means in the scenario that I talked about, where you sold it for $200,000 more, the 20% that you had to pay back was $40,000. If you're below 80% of the area median income, you're only paying back at a 0.75 factor, so it'll only be $30,000. So you keep a little bit more of the equity if you're in that low to moderate income buyer pool. A couple other things to mention, because like I said, I talked to somebody from CalFHA this morning. I wanted to make sure I had accurate information. You've got to have a 680 credit score to qualify. There is a little caveat where if you fall under the 80% area median income, you could have a 660 score, but you're going to have to get approved eligible findings, which may be tricky, especially considering California is a relatively expensive state. So you make a little bit, it's going to have to be an inexpensive house for you to fall within the debt to income ratios and qualify. So for all intents and purposes, just keep in mind 680 score. There's the CalFHA conventional loan that you have to use. The good news is it's a great loan. I think the rate is in the mid sixes or slightly lower. So you're going to have a great rate on that first mortgage. Last thing to mention is that this is limited funds, right? As of today, it's about a week before the program comes out. They've got $300 million earmarked for this program. If you take my example into account, where somebody would get $100,000 towards that $500,000 purchase, that's 3,000 borrowers, and then it's game over, right? And so there's a likelihood that this could evaporate in 2 to 3 months. California's got a few people, 30 million or so, quite a few people buying homes, quite a few people are going to look at this and think about this being an option for them. So it could go very fast. Official launch date, March 27th, 2023. I got the word today that it will launch on March 27th, so it's going to be available. Talk to a lender you like and trust who's got access to this program. Know that it's not going to be for everybody. If you want to connect me and my team, we're more than happy to answer questions. Look at this program, look at other programs. GreatMortgageBroker.com is how you connect with us. Hopefully this was helpful. I'm all for getting borrowers into homes, helping with affordability. The good news is I've been on calls all day long with big wholesale lenders and lenders across the country. They know what's going on out there. They know that affordability is an issue. They're trying their darndest to come out with products to help borrowers. So thanks for watching. Check out the channel for other videos. I got some here, maybe here. Like, comment, subscribe, do all the things that YouTube algorithm like.